Hello friends, welcome back. Today I'd like to talk to you about the most frequently asked question that I get, and that is how to recover after your rad child has grown and moved out, or maybe just for other reasons is no longer in your home. Okay, so like I said, this has been my most frequently asked question, and some of you may question why you need to have recovery. You have been through years of physical, mental, emotional abuse. You've been conditioned to untrust other people, to distrust yourself and your own judgments on things. And honestly, even healthy families suffer loss and feel a sense of loss and what to do with themselves after their children have gone. And that's called empty nest syndrome. So I'm going to show you 7 steps on how to move on and recover. And these have helped me. I am still in the middle of recovering. And that's okay. I feel like people will continue to recover. It's something that never goes away and you never forget. So first of all, lean on God. That's the first thing. Ephesians 5:26 says of the washing of the word, spend time in God's word. You have had your mind polluted with being around a toxic person for many years, and who you're around reflects on how you think, how you react to things. And it's kind of that old saying, you are what you eat. You become who you're around. And I hate to say that, but I've talked about that before. Our minds become completely polluted, and spending time in God's word is going to reset that brokenness that we've found because of living with a rad child or a narcissist. So number 2 is forgiving. And there has been so many misconceptions about forgiveness. Forgiveness does not mean that you forget it or that what they did was okay and that you're letting them free of what they did. And that's not what it means. It means to release yourself from carrying around that baggage. And that's exactly what it is. Unforgiveness actually turns into bitterness and anger and resentment, and it consumes a person on the inside just like a cancer. So they want you to have unforgiveness. They want that recognition for it. They want to hear you talk about it. They want to hear you complain about it. They like it. It's attention. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. So that unforgiveness is going to prevent you from enjoying your life. It causes depression, anxiety, heart problems, ulcers, the list goes on. So you are in bondage when you're carrying around unforgiveness. So purpose in your heart that you're going to forgive them, what that means, and understand it's going to be a process. It's not going to you're going to say it. And I do suggest you say it out loud, but it's not going to be a simple thing. It's going to be a process. So number 3 is settle on the fact that it happened. Make up your mind and stop questioning yourself. Don't waver. Did it happen? Were they as bad as I thought? Maybe now that they're out on their own, it'll be different. It's scientifically proven that people tend to remember good and not bad. And it's not that we don't remember the bad things at all. It's just we tend to remember the good things more. So when we actually lean towards remembering the good things, questioning ourselves, if I had done this, if I had done that, maybe it was this, because they do point their finger at you. They do blame you. And it gives them the opportunity to love bomb you and to hoover you back in. So they were a toxic person. You did your best, and it's in the past, and it's time to move on. That is behind you. Number 4 is focus on your freedom. Your responsibility is over. You parented them, you did your best. They are now responsible for their own lives. You are responsible for yours. We are only capable of managing ourselves, our own decisions, our own choices. We're not responsible for theirs. They would like for us to be. They want somebody else to blame. But you're free from that now. So focus on that freedom. Be mindful of that freedom and enjoy each and everything. They are either an adult now and make their own choices, or they're someone else's responsibility. So let it go. Number 5 is have boundaries. You were conditioned by them and they pushed those boundaries. So you were living under a constant state of fighting to keep those boundaries. And some of those boundaries were so unhealthy. A lot of these kids struggle with sexual immorality and, the eating foods and the whole, bodily function issues, that their boundaries are non-existent. So learn to say no without having to explain yourself. Taking it back to that freedom. You don't have to explain yourself. Just learn how to say, no, these are my boundaries, and create new boundaries because it's a new stage in your life. And be prepared to be called selfish. They will call you selfish. They've been doing that the whole time. But you have a right to have boundaries, and you have a right to protect yourself. So number 6 is rebuild friendships and rebuild your life. This is a new stage in your life. Make new friends. Enjoy your freedom. Some of your friends have stayed, some have left, some have just kind of lingered in the background. Make new friends. Try new things. Practice not talking about all of the trauma that you've been through, and just focus on the future. If you live in the past, you're going to keep tripping up. And so, number 7 is help others. If you can find a way to help others, it's going to give you a place to vent and a place to talk about it. If you're maybe teaching a class or writing a book or putting together a support group, it's going to give all of those things that you experienced good use. And even if it's not with a rad or narcissist, you can find other ways to help other people. Volunteering in your community, it's going to give you a purpose, and you're going to find having something new to focus on that's healthy is really going to help you move forward and heal. Okay, so these are my 7 steps to recovery after my rad child / narcissist has left the home. You as an individual are dealing with different circumstances, of course, but at some point our children leave the home and we are stuck trying to recover and heal. So I hope that these 7 steps help you. This is what I've chosen to help me recover, and I do feel that it has helped me greatly. So anyway, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye for now.